I'm Novikov Alexei. When you were taken prisoner on April 23rd.
This video appeared online the day before. It shows a short interrogation of 18-year-old Artem. From the second day of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, he joined the Mariupol territorial defense. At the end of last week, he was taken captive. This was reported to his mother, Olha Novikova, by the occupiers themselves.
I got a phone call today demanding a ransom for his life, 5,000 euros. Help me collect this amount of money. Help keep my boy alive. I have until tomorrow, April 25th.
Olha Novikova, director of the International Film Festival that took place in Mariupol, posted such a post on her social networking page. Later, she deleted it, but the advisor to Mariupol mayor, Patron Drющenko, reacted to it on his Telegram channel.
They demand 5,000 euros to keep him alive, not for his return, not for safety, just to keep him alive. They threaten that if they don't get the money, they'll film his execution. That's real terrorism.
In fact, about 1,000 Mariupol civilians are also held hostages by the Russian army. That is how many people, according to preliminary data, are now hiding in bomb shelters on the territory of Azovstal. They say they have not come outside for almost a month.
We sleep on filthy jackets. There is mold, damp, bad leaks everywhere. So we breathe it all in. That's where a 1-year-old baby sleeps. We don't have diapers, so we have to make them out of polyethylene. Wearing these diapers causes sweating.
Water and food supplies are left for several days, people say.
Children suffer from hunger. There are 600 of us here, without water, without food. What are we going to do here? How long are we going to stay here?
The Ukrainian side repeatedly tried to negotiate with the Russian occupiers about the ceasefire and the organization of green corridors in order to be able to evacuate civilians and the wounded from Azovstal. But the aggressor never gave such an opportunity, Irina Vereshchuk wrote on her Telegram channel.
It is important to understand that a humanitarian corridor is opened by agreement between the two sides. The corridor announced unilaterally does not provide security, and therefore it is not a humanitarian corridor. Therefore, I officially and publicly declare, unfortunately, there is no agreement on humanitarian corridor from Azovstal today.
Russia blames Ukraine for disrupting the evacuation, and it questions the presence of Mariupol residents at Azovstal. This urgent statement was made by the Russian Federation's interagency coordinating staff for humanitarian response on social media.
The Russian Federation publicly and officially states that there are no obstacles for the civilians to leave Azovstal, except for the decision in principle by the Kiev authorities themselves and commanders of the nationalist formations to continue to hold civilians as human shields.
In 2 months of Russian aggression, according to the mayor Vadim Boychenko, more than 20,000 civilians were killed in Mariupol. Someone had to be buried right in the yards. The bodies of many are still in apartments or under rubble. About 100,000 people are still held hostage in the besieged city. The occupiers continue to threaten with chemical weapons.
Chemical weapons may be used against the people on the territory of the Azovstal plant. According to the latest information, in order to avoid casualties among servicemen of the armed forces of the Russian Federation, the so-called smoking out of Ukrainian defenders and civilians from the premises of the plant may be carried out.
Therefore, the Ukrainian side once again asked the UN Secretary-General to initiate and guarantee a humanitarian corridor from Azovstal for civilians, as well as to ensure it is accompanied by representatives of the UN and the International Committee of the Red Cross. Reported by Ksenia Bugay, Natalia Husak, UATV News.